Yo, they hate me because they ain't me. Check it out next on the Given a Purpose podcast. Welcome to the Giving a Purpose podcast, where we bridge the highs, the lows, the lessons learned through life's journey and filling in the gap. You already know what it is. New week. Matter of fact, it's a new year. It's a new day. So I need that momentum to get to start rolling because goals need to be accomplished. Your purpose is permanent, so I need you to stay focused. I know it's been a while. You're like, where you been, Mr. LA? Listen, I needed to refresh and refocus. I got to a point where I was almost burnt out. So many things going on. But you know what? I couldn't do that to my purpose because rest is a part of it. Taking a break sometimes is a part of it to give you guys fresh stuff. And I can't do something or tell you guys something that I'm not doing for myself. Self-investment also means self-care. So I had to make sure I took care of myself mentally, physically, spiritually. Man, I needed it, but now I am back. But I did want to talk to you guys about something that has been a roadblock for me. I'm not perfect. Nobody is. But that's why I love the improvement. That's why I love being a self-investment coach, because it is an ongoing process. We grow, we evolve. So we have to learn to do what is best for ourselves. And one of those roadblocks I would always have and that would always get in my way is I felt I needed somebody's permission. Doesn't that sound crazy? Like God would give me an idea, or I would have this great download, but then I would ask or tell somebody, what do you think? Like, what do I need to ask them for? If God gave it to me, I don't need their permission. He's already permitted me to do it. And it's crazy because I would always have that roadblock like, man, they don't think it's a good idea. Maybe it's not a good idea because there's a part of me that likes the word of friends. You know what I'm saying? There's something that I often do with, people that I trust. I ask them, what are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? And what's rare about me, right? But I also get caught up in that thinking that I need their permission to start what was planted inside me. You ain't me. You ain't me. It was for me. I am one of a kind. So the download that was given to me, I don't need your permission. I already got authority from who gave it to me, right? I just need to make it happen. And that's something that I had to realize and to understand. And I had to remove that. I don't need your permission. I don't even have to discuss it with you. What I'm realizing is I need to get it started, have them see it, and then let them ask questions. Because I also realized that the more I do it, the more details God gives me. And that was also another roadblock that would stop me all the time. Man, this is good. Something that would always stop me is that when I got the idea, I thought I would get all the details. I would get all the instructions. And God sometimes is just looking for that obedience. And that's the part I was missing. I'm sitting, waiting. I'm like, man, is this for me? Am I supposed to be doing this? But then I realized that I wasn't taking the steps. I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do first. It's something that I always tell my students, especially when we're going over something that I've already taught them. I tell them, start with what you know first. All right. That helps them. All right, boom. I know this part. I know what it's giving me. All right. Now we can figure out where we can do our next step. And now I can give you details or give you instructions on where you are. But you're never going to learn if you think I'm going to reteach it to you every time. Start with what you know. And what I do know is discipline, obedience, right? All right. And so once I'm consistent with the discipline, I can be committed towards what was given to me. So it's all in alignment. It all works like that. But the most important part is you don't need anybody else's permission. You can already do it yourself. Just trust God. Trust the God in you. That's a prayer that I always, greater he that is in me than he that is in the world. Trust the God that's in you. Trust that faith that you have, that belief. But that comes with repetition. That comes with trusting God. All right? The more you get into a habit of trusting him, the more he opens doors for you and more of the details that he gives to you. And so when he gives you those details, you can't do but anything but give him all of the recognition, the honor, and the glory for it. That's what's important. But if you're going to start something, realize people ain't you. There's only one you, right? You are one of a kind, and you do not, absolutely do not need their permission. All right, man, I hope that blessed you. I hope you understood what was said. If you like it, you don't like it, let me know. Put it down in the comments. I want to hear from you guys, man. I got so many things lined up this year for you. I am so excited. Now, I need you guys to do the most important thing that you can always do. Make sure you live on purpose and make sure you live in purpose. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.
You've been listening to the Giving a Purpose podcast. We hope you've enjoyed the show. Be sure to subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, or Google Play to get new, fresh weekly episodes. For more, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.